So today I'm here to review Army of the Dead that was directed by Zack Snyder. This came out on Netflix way earlier this year, so this review is super late, so I'll make it kind of short. I want to start off by saying that the movie is definitely something you should check out at least once. I personally liked it. I thought it was good. The flow of it was really well done. The character development was a little all over the place because you had multiple characters and he couldn't really focus on every single person, so he just kind of focused on like Bautista, pretty much the big star of the movie. I did like the approach of this one. The starting of the movie didn't really make sense to me, how they were bombing the city but then they sent people down with parachutes to do groundwork. I didn't really understand that. The length was a little rough. It was a little long. I would have shaved off about 15 minutes of it because there were some parts that really dragged out. And I can see people starting to fiddle with the phone because there were some points that were just like, okay, let's go. The big positive of this movie is the zombie approach is completely different than anything you've really seen. It's more of a organized situation. Like the zombies make deals with the humans, which was interesting. I did like that because you don't see that very much. Then they have this female one that's like a leader, and they did great with the makeup. They did great with the atmosphere of the zombies. They didn't explain a whole lot, which was also good, but they also kind of showed that there were deals going on. I wish they would have dwelled into that a little more. If you watch Zack Snyder movies, do you ever notice that all his characters in his movies act super badass and they have sunglasses on? Like, yeah, I could get that done. How much? Sounds good to me. I could retire with that. Like, everyone always has to be like super fucking cool. And it's just like, dude, can you have anyone normal in there? Like, does everyone have to be like this over-the-top badass all the time? It's like, oh. Do writers not realize that all these other writers before them have done this already? What you're doing isn't fucking original! Stop making the characters too cool all the time! And stop making the heroes untouchable! They need to get beat up. That's what I appreciate about this movie. Bautista gets beat up a little bit. It's nice. I won't spoil the ending, but the ending worked for me. I really like the direction it went. Besides that, the movie is definitely worth a watch. It's fun. I did like it. I think it was a little too long, but besides that, it worked really well for me and I had fun with it. I just wish Zack Snyder would get away from the cliche he has in most of his movies where characters are just overly cool. I think he tries too hard to make everyone like fucking awesome. Like, you know, the girl in this movie had like a hardcore attitude. She's like, yeah, I can fix this helicopter for some money. I guess maybe I'm nitpicking. But as I said before, different approach with the zombies. Like, there was more of an agreement between the humans and the zombies. Like, they would let them go through the city if they agreed to give them a victim to turn into a zombie. I did like that there was a different atmosphere to it compared to just, you know, flesh-eating zombies everywhere we have to run through here. Like, it was more cordialated and there was more of energy to it. There was more of a feel, like, more at stake because, you know, these zombies are aware of what the humans are doing and the humans are aware of what they're doing, and they're both aware of each other, that they can communicate. It was just interesting, so that's something I really appreciated. I'm going to grade Army of the Dead a C+. If you haven't checked out Army of the Dead, which I'm sure you have because it's been on Netflix for a long time and this review is super late, it is on Netflix right now to watch and I do recommend checking it out. It is a little long, so try to understand that, but it is worth your time and it is worth at least one watch. Until then, I'm going to catch you movie fans on my next review.